Check 1, 2.
Well, hello there, boyfriend. How are you this fine day?
I'm really good.
Is it working?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's not touch shit.
I'm afraid to ask, but I have a great question.
I don't even know what I was going to say. I'm so disturbed right now.
All right,
I'm not talking about
this is
the
afraid to
podcast.
ask. And we left off last time. We were about to get into something, and Erika really wanted to talk about it. And so,
Ooh!
my question was, a lot of guys want to know, do you know this? You go first, and then I would love to put a pin in.
That's fine. We can record your questions first.
Not even, it's just a guy asked me.
Jamie comes first.
Do
testicles get larger and lower as you age?
Before you answer, can I tell you why we want to know this and why we suspect this?
Is it we or you?
Me and the guys. Me and other guys. So
Me and the guys.
Me and a bunch of guys. There's when you go into a locker room, you oftentimes see other dudes, whatever, penises, balls. And we notice there's always kind of a couple old guys in the gym that don't have enough clothes on. They're always doing some suspicious stuff. Like, I saw a guy drying the crack of his ass with one of those hand dryers.
No.
More than once.
Like bent over, butt cheeks spread out?
Yeah, like bent over, leaned over, and it was turned down.
I medically recommend that to people with their own hand hair dryers at home.
To what?
Dry their
so maybe
skin folds
he's been
but not in a public facility.
So this is in a public facility.
That's not appropriate.
Not joking at all. I've seen this more than once. Always an old guy. And as guys get, whenever you look over, like this one guy, his balls, it looked like if I'd been at a baseball game and it started raining, they could have covered the field with it.
That's so gross.
I'm serious.
That you said that.
It looked like...
I don't even want to... now I'm thinking of like hairy ballsack wrinkly tarps that are like pink bubblegum colored. Why would you do that?
When he was leaving the locker room, his friend
big
was...
league chew.
Yeah, exactly. When he was... This is true. When he was leaving the locker room, his buddy was holding it behind him like a wedding dress.
Stop it.
He was holding it up like a wedding dress.
I don't want to go there.
Is it...
You also asked me once... man boobs if they happen as you get older.
Yes, because double question, because a guy on Instagram said, what are those D cups he said to you about your breast, which I felt like I got offended. Are you offended? You did really?
Yeah, because
I feel like that's offensive. I feel that women have it just right out there, and I just felt that was a weird, maybe he was just joking, but
I wrote him back and he's already responded.
What did you say?
I said, he said, it was a post about me and you being in Boise and the fun stuff we were doing. We were at the pool and then we were like on scooters and one of the pictures was me in a bikini. And he said, are those D cups? That was it. Nothing else about my whole caption about us enjoying our time in Boise. And I wrote back, no, Jamie's usually a C, but he's been working out a lot lately. And he wrote back, good one.
Okay.
So he is just showing humor.
I think he was trying to be funny. You know what my favorite is? K-cup. Get a little energy.
Oh, fudge. I should have said K-cup.
Love K-cups.
Next time. That's a good one.
Thank you. And so...
Well, here's the problem.
Can I give you props really quick? That you didn't take it too serious? Because you would have told me, that guy's just trying to be funny. He follows us from the comedy stuff. He's just saying D-cups. And, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was being mean. I do have a problem when people comment on my body as if it's what they're allowed to talk about. Like,
I saw your TikTok comments once and literally was very upset and just like,
well, TikTok is
laid down and closed my eyes. I was like, this is insane. It was just like guys saying crazy shit to you.
I've not gone on TikTok in a couple of months.
They were saying some, they're saying some shit.
I don't get very many DMs on Instagram. I get a lot on TikTok and it's just not, so I just don't really go on there anymore.
You know what's funny?
What?
That's how we met.
Well,
but you messaged me first. But we did actually meet on
I slid into
DMs.
your DMs first.
Yep. Weird. But anyway, go ahead, please.
Did you know that original video of the night you and I first met is still on my TikTok?
I think that's kind of cool. The night me and Erika met, she showed me how to use TikTok, and we recorded a video that she posted to her account. And it's kind of cool that we have a video.
The very first time we met.
The first time we met. I think it's really cool.
And had no idea that we would fall in love.
It's pretty nice.
So if you want to see it, it's on my TikTok account. I think it's cute. I'm never going to take it down.
Do you think anyone wants to see that shit? Do you think people are just fucking tired of it? I would like to see that.
Okay.
I'm not tired of it. Just, we've gotten some negativity lately.
Negative nutsack. I was going to say Nancy, but no, we're just going to go.
No, I think it's
okay,
great.
so ptosis in general, I'm just going to give you the
Ptosis?
ptosis, sagging, gravity. We're just gonna go there. There's
That's
a lot
why
of
the balls.
factors, but ligamentous laxity. So you have a lot of suspensory ligaments in your body, and as we age, they fall. They get stretched out. It's a rubber band that's been holding too heavy of a load. There's other reasons as well, but I'm just going to summarize that as the easiest answer and explanation. Wear and tear, too many rub and tugs. I don't know, but
I like that.
gynecomastia is a little bit different. So
is that breast tissue?
development in men. Ptosis, again, nipples up here, now down here. Everything starts to sag.
Oh, is that a thing too? The women, I hear about the women's breast sagging. That's also a real thing?
Well, again, gravity. They're very heavy.
Gravity,
and then also after
motherfucker.
lactation, breastfeeding, you're getting a lot of pull. And then the fat tissue, the breast tissue, it really does change. It doesn't go back to exactly the way it was prior to children. But I'm talking about with men. Men will have nipples that are more oriented here, and as they age, they can often go down as well. Everything just kind of, it's sad. Everything droops.
It is a little bit
But
sad.
gynecomastia is different. That's a hormonal shift and an imbalance where men will typically display more estrogen patterns, and as a result, they'll have breast tissue development. Men can have breast cancer. In fact, if a man has breast cancer, it's a much higher risk to someone else developing breast cancer in that family.
Damn, makes sense to me, and I don't know why. I feel like it's because they have less fat in
It's just
their breast, or no?
riskier. So if it's like, whoa, man, there's probably a genetic predisposition to someone else developing it.
I'm glad you're explaining this to me. This old man thing is no joke. I saw a guy who was at the sauna the other day, and I go, "Hey, dude, you dropped your gum." He was almost out the door,
I don't
and it
wanna
was
hear this.
his balls.
That's gross. Stop it.
He snapped him back in.
Ew.
Fucking gravity, man.
Well, that's just like the easiest answer. There's a lot of other factors,
Okay.
but we'll just start with that one.
I accept that. Is it true your ears
They
and
don't
nose
grow.
grows also?
It's just you have,
Your ears and nose grow, right? Or don't they grow? Is that why?
again, it's more of like the laxity. It's not that like everything else is just growing and growing and growing.
Gotcha.
But this we could talk about for a long time. But people don't shrink either. They really do shrink.
Is it their the way they stand up? Is it
So
their
spine
posture?
is compressed. So you'll
bad
see that
posture.
the discs in between each of their vertebrae
Yeah.
get smushed more. And over time, you can lose several inches. They become very kyphotic, they're bent over. But if they could straighten up, sometimes they really are shorter. Because as we age, things get worn down, and that's just what happens.
Gotcha.
So you just
Interesting.
have physiological manifestations of age and gravity, and it's unfortunate, but that's what happens.
Getting old is very challenging.
Getting old is difficult. It's
lower
one thing
balls.
that we want, right? Getting older means you're living longer, so we want that.
Oh, right.
Did you see that the average life expectancy is like 77 or something?
Does that strike you as a lot or a little?
Little.
Same.
I think it's very interesting when you see like the conspiracy theorists out there talking about how retirement age is 65, and they say middle age is like closer to like 50 or 60, and really that was just constructed by the government to get people to work until 65 when they're going to die 10 years later.
Well, non-conspiracy theory, the retirement age of 65 was created when the life expectancy was you were supposed to die before your retirement age.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah, you're supposed to work your whole life, and then we live longer, and now it's like you don't earn money from all the way through high school to college, and then now you have to earn money from when you're like 20 years old to work
Sustain
until
your
65
life.
to sustain an extra 20 if you live to 80 or something. That's why you said to me last night.
Well, Social Security is scary too, because who knows if it's even going to be available for us.
Remember last night you go, if having sex was bad for you, would you? And I go, yeah, I'll do it.
Well,
And
I
you
was
go,
saying
what
how
if
you
you did
didn't have
10
other
years out of your life?
vices. That's why.
Of course I would. 10 years less. If I didn't have anybody that would be sad, I would.
Well, like smoking. Smoking is a really difficult one for me because we know it's, so strongly associated with lung cancer, death, cardiovascular disease,
Right.
heart attacks, stroke, blood clots. So why do people do it? Is it that great? Obviously, it's an addictive habit, but like, why do people do it?
The smoking thing, which I told you I smoked a little bit when I was on cruise ships and I didn't drink. Everyone would smoke and hand say. The one thing I'd never understood about smoking, and we maybe even talked about it before, say even meth or heroin, at least you're getting extremely high and being like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What is the smoking thing? It's the same. The actual feeling you get, that like lightheadedness, is the exact same thing physiologically of putting a bag over your head and not breathing oxygen. Like when you initially do, that's the high. Like if you just stop breathing, that would be the high you get. So there's no high.
smoked like fewer than 5 cigarettes in my entire life. I did it when I was in France because I thought, I want to embrace the lifestyle. I'll have a cappuccino.
Yeah,
and I'll have a cigarette.
I won't shower.
Hated it. No. But so I don't want to say that I'm judging people. I have a lot of patients that I'm trying to get to quit smoking.
It's not judgmental. It's just so addictive. It's not their fault.
But my point is, it's difficult. It's a difficult vice because I don't see a lot of benefit. Alcohol, I get it. Society has it everywhere. You think it's a relaxant. Obviously, it causes a lot of harm. But society really
oh, hell yeah.
beautifies it. They romanticize it.
Did I tell you I went to Vegas once?
The ads are sexy. That's how you get the girl.
It looks like so much fun.
That's how you relax after a hard day. Did you see the Coors Light thing where Coors had like this ad where a baseball player broke part of their board? It was like this blackout square in an Asian country that didn't have Coors Light. So within 24 hours, they changed all their cans to mimic the board, and it had this little square cut out on the Coors Light can, and it sold out. And they were getting messages from this country, please start selling Coors Light. And they just because they just made it this like now sports thing. Like everybody embraced it. You're not talking about all of the health damage. So anyway.
Yeah, but you're right. And also I don't drink. And when you don't drink, it's more like you really see the advertising when you don't drink, and it's a temptation. I was in Vegas when I was working there, and I could not, I would say alcohol advertisement every 2 to 3 seconds. Imagine if you were, I'm not like, but say you were like you can't drink one sip of alcohol. Imagine you're a cocaine addict, and everywhere you go, there's people like, you want a little bit of cocaine? We're going to have a little bit of cocaine with dinner. Why don't you take cocaine? Come on, it's free. There's a happy hour. We get 2 for 1 cocaine. Imagine how hard that is. It's hard.
So yeah, I thought it was a valid question to ask if sex became difficult for health purposes. How much sex would you have before you were like, can't do it. It's going to kill me.
I don't care. I would be fine with, if I had no one that would be sad, I'd be fine with just go ahead and saying right now, I'd be good at living like 10 years till like 60 something, because I love you. I'll go longer.
Oh,
and I have kids, I'll go longer. But if I didn't, I might be okay going, let's do a little bit less. That way we don't have to save as much money. We get it all in. We're going to get old. Think about how low our balls are going to be.
Remember how depressed you were when I told you your penis one day will stop working?
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, well.
Did you guys know that one day your penis will stop working? I don't even know.
Impotence with age is a real thing. You got to use it while you got it.
I'm trying.
It's not a guarantee. It's just a very high likelihood that at some point.
Do you know telling a guy use it as much as you can right now? Somebody got to get a little consent. I'll do it right now. But
okay.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying to tell a guy. The doctor said to me once, you should have sex more often. I fucking trying. I've been trying my whole life, sir.
I love that one. I love telling people to have sex. They look at me like, what? I'm like, well, yeah, save sex, but like, go for it. It's amazing for heart health.
Well, sure, but if it's a couple, I'm just saying if you tell a single guy have more sex, he's going to be like, trying to. Right? Like he's probably trying to.
So masturbate more.
I don't think you can masturbate any more than I already do.
Oh, that's gross. Hey, speaking of, I've got a lot of fun personal questions. I pulled this up, and what's really fun is it is top 15 questions to ask your partner to offend them to see if they will stay with you afterwards.
What?
If they won't answer them, then they are not telling you the truth. Ready? But it's rapid fire. You can't think about it.
I'm not ready.
Yes, you are.
I don't like this.
Okay, so we're going to go fast.
Is it going to hurt my feelings?
No, it's going to probably hurt my feelings because you have to answer honestly and it has to go fast.
But I'm going to
First answer. First thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Ready? You want to do it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Even if you said no, we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Have you ever practiced doing things to a woman on your own arm?
Have I ever practiced doing things to a woman on my own arm? No.
When's the last time you pooped your pants?
It was when I was a baby.
Bullshit.
I feel like I'm in Family Feud and I'm about to win without even.
How many numbers in your phone are of people who have seen you naked?
1, 2. I'm counting my sister because babies, bathtub.
So your mom.
3.
Mom,
sister, you? I don't think anyone else.
Ex-wife?
Oh, she's in my phone. Shit.
Kids?
Okay. 7, 8.
What about the girl before me?
Her name's not in my phone.
Number.
Her number's not in my phone.
What about your guy friends who go to the gym together with you? All the balls.
They've never seen me naked. I'm going to go 10. No guys, no exes.
10?
I don't think I have one ex-girlfriend that has seen me naked in my phone. I do not.
You delete them all?
Yeah, block them sometimes. I don't need it.
Have you ever watched yourself orgasm in a mirror?
I don't think so. If I did, it was when I was 16, but I don't think so.
What about last month with me?
I thought it was alone.
Would you rather get caught picking your nose or walked in on when on the toilet?
Walked in on the toilet.
Have you ever thought about your ex-wife while you and I are in bed?
No. Maybe once in a while, like, wow, we never did this before.
Where's the weirdest place you've pooped out of desperation?
I didn't. I feel like I did do it outside once.
Where?
True story. I went to a porta potty once and it was so disgusting. I shit behind the porta potty.
You did?
Do you know how bad a porta potty is?
I will give you credit for that. Porta potties are so gross.
I used the porta potty to block. Yeah.
Did you see when we were on scooters yesterday on the Greenbelt that there was that construction house on our right-hand side right by Boise State University? Mm-hmm. And on the second floor of that open construction site, they had a porta potty?
I did not.
There was nothing. It was just like a second floor of like baseboards and studs, and it was just a porta potty.
Oh, people would go up and.
But like, why wouldn't it be on the ground floor?
I don't know. That's really.
I was wondering, like, how do you get that up there with a crane, and then what if somebody's in there and it gets tilted?
That's weird.
Okay, this one was specific, so I had to change it. It was a specific work-related question. Worst joke you've ever told on stage?
This one time. I don't want to say. This one time there was a kid in the audience and he was little, and he started talking on his phone. He was in the front row, and I was at a college, and I got very upset. And I go, "Oh, this is my target audience. Who let their kid in here?" And he had that disease where you look really young.
Ooh.
What's it called? Do you remember?
Did you record it, or did anyone have it?
This is before.
So you got away with it?
But I felt really bad.
Did you apologize?
Yes, but he was still on the phone in the front of my show. Like in the front row of my show.
Wow.
But I felt really bad. It was someone that looked really young forever or whatever, which
dumbest thing you ever did as a teenager?
Wouldn't be the worst thing. Dumbest thing I ever did as a teenager was I put a speaker on the front of my car. I had a CB radio, and you could talk into the CB radio, it would come out of the speaker. I bought it at Radio Shack. It was like a bullhorn. And so I could drive down the street and be like, "Hey, asshole. What are you doing?" And me and my friends loved it. We loved yelling at people. And one day I said something to the wrong person, and I came home, and 3 cop cars came into my driveway.
Oh.
And the guy told me if he ever saw it again, he would. I don't know. He threatened me, and I never did it again.
Oh, this is a good one. Worst legal trouble you've ever been in?
Worst legal trouble was I was really drunk once. I got 2 good ones. College.
2?
In college, I peed outside and got a citation.
Did you get a indecent exposure?
No, it was, they called it violating the sewer ordinance. It was a way to make money. No,
violating
jail.
A sewer ordinance?
That's what they called it. It was at Fredonia, and it was in the newspaper. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you the newspaper article.
Like the sewer was offended that you didn't pee in it?
They called it like poisoning the sewer, because you're peeing in the sewer.
Oh, you were peeing in a sewer?
In like a gutter. I swear that's what they called it. And the next day it was in the newspaper. And a bunch of people
with your name?
Yeah, with my name. I still have it
saved?
Uh-huh.
I want to see it.
I wasn't actually in college. I had gone back 2 years after to do a comedy show and got really drunk.
That's really funny. Mm-hmm. What's the other one?
I just lost it. I had it. With legal trouble? Mm-hmm. It was similar.
Put your
similar
penis
thing
away.
Where I got in a cab and I only had $20, and I fell asleep, and the guy drove past my house, and I got up, and I have 3 police peeing stories. And the thing was at $20. I go, "Stop, I only have $20. And I gave the guy $20, and he just let me off, and I was lost on Redondo Beach in California. And I had to pee so bad because I'd been asleep, and I peed, and there was a cop there, and they put me in jail for the night.
You were in jail for the night?
Yeah. It's not like on your record, but they call it like a drunk thing. And
were there other people in jail with you?
Yeah, it was frightening.
Were they scary?
Yeah, there were scary people. It was one big...
Did you fall asleep, or did you stay awake the whole time cowering the corner?
I fell asleep and woke up, and it was time to go.
Were you still drunk in there?
I was pretty drunk.
That's why you were able to fall asleep?
Yeah, and then the next morning, I don't even know how I got home. I remember I had like a big cell phone. It was a long time ago.
Was it like one metal toilet, like stainless steel toilet in the corner that everyone had to pee in?
Yes, one, yep.
Did anyone have diarrhea in it?
Mm-mm, no.
Did you pee in it?
I did pee in it, but it was very scary. It was the worst
Was
night.
it all guys or girls too?
All guys.
Where's the third story?
I think I didn't get in trouble. I think just got yelled at by a cop. Same thing, peeing behind a tree or something.
Put your penis away.
I don't do that anymore.
If you could pick one thing on my body to change, what would it be?
To change?
You have to pick something.
I can't.
You have to pick something.
Mm-mm.
See, you're not telling the truth. There's something you don't like.
Not true.
Say it.
I don't have one.
Say it.
There's nothing in your body I would change. The sarcasm that comes out of your mouth?
That's not fair. You just look down.
I would not change. I was
What
looking
are
at
you
your
looking
body.
at?
Just your whole body.
What don't you like?
There's nothing I would change.
What are you going to change?
People are going to be like, oh, you fucking Lissow. You're in love.
Exactly.
You're the perfect
You're
height.
lying.
You're gorgeous. And your body's amazing. What would I possibly change? Maybe I make your hands a little smaller and make my dick bigger.
I will accept that one.
Okay.
Name a famous person you hate.
This is really difficult. I don't know if I hate anybody. I do not like Joy Behar.
Why?
And it's not just because on The View. You know, I met her, right? And I auditioned to do some... I met Joy Behar once, and I was doing Red Eye with Gutfeld, and they were hiring someone like a political correspondent, and it was not for like whatever she does now. It was like this independent person. I remember the guy I auditioned with was another comedian, and every time I told a joke, she was like, "Is that from your act?" And I go, "No, I wrote all of these today." And she was like, "I don't believe you." And I was like, I don't do any political jokes. Every joke I've said to you today, I have wrote this morning. And she it was all these people at once. She was like, "I don't believe you. You're just doing jokes from your act." I don't do any. So I didn't like the way she treated me.
That's not very cool, Joy.
That's right, Joy.
If you had to sleep with a male celebrity, who would it be?
Paul Rudd.
Just to make me jealous?
Well, he has tiny hands.
I can't believe you said that one. I love Paul Rudd. Okay, 2 more. Breed of dog you don't like.
I don't like a pit bull.
And last time you watched porn.
Been a while. I would say.
Come on.
Oh, it's been a little while. Week?
A week. A week?
What?
Are you being serious?
I don't know.
You watched porn a week ago?
Maybe when I was on the road or something.
Why did you watch porn a week ago?
I don't know.
What the hell?
What did I do a week ago? Oh no, I was with you a week ago.
You watched porn a week ago, apparently. We were together in New York City a week ago.
Well, you're in the bathroom for a long time. You'd fallen asleep. I don't watch porn that often.
Paul Rudd? I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
You can watch your porn.
I searched Paul Rudd POV.
Oh my God.
No, I hated that question, but I thought you like Paul Rudd, and I go, you know what? Maybe you'd get to meet him.
Oh, yeah, well.
That made me a little jealous when you said you liked Paul Rudd.
I love him, but not in that way. I just think he's very funny. I think we'd be friends.
Okay.
Collective we. I told you, I don't have a celebrity crush. That's it. You passed, except for the porn one.
What would you... To change something on the person's body is a really hard one. What would you change on my body?
On your body, would I change anything?
It's hard, right?
Your toenail.
Fuck, that's a good one. This sucks. That's such a bullshit one.
It's true.
No, I mean, it's such a good answer.
I always try to cut it and polish it for you. Man. He has a toenail that's like bent in half, like chipped and stuff, and I try to fix it. That's what I would change because it always bothers you.
I got a pedicure once, and I'm pretty sure I now know how to say "fuck this" in Japanese because they were so upset with my toenails.
Oh.
I told you before I tipped her $20. She looked at me like, "Yep,
you passed."
I passed.
Do you want to ask me?
I feel like I wish they were different. I wish we had different questions.
All right, well maybe we can.
Who would you have sex with if there was a female celebrity?
Ooh. I don't know. You did really good by how fast you were. See, these are tough. Do you want my phone? We can go through them. Oh man.
Rapid fire.
I know.
Erika,
I'm failing.
You got to pick.
Shit.
If you don't pick in the next 5 seconds, it's Joy Behar.
No. I'm just trying to think. I don't watch movies and stuff. I want to pick an actress. Natalie Portman. I think she's really pretty.
Wow. I'm now watching a porn in my head. It's been 10 seconds since my last
I think she's
porn.
very pretty, and I like that she's very strong. Like in some of her films. I find it very attractive.
I like this one. How many numbers in your phone are people that have seen you naked?
Probably 15. So I haven't deleted any exes, but that's not because I'm like
Why so many?
Well, because that cloud thing, every time I get a new phone, it gets rid of like current numbers and it saves like everybody. Probably more than 15.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Well, every family member. I walk around naked.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of my girlfriends have seen me naked.
I have a lot of follow-ups.
A lot of my girlfriends have seen me naked. I lived in a sorority, and I have a ton of my sorority sisters' numbers in my phone.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done as a teenager or a child?
I pretended once that I was choking on the side of the road, and my sister jumped on top of me, pretending to do CPR to see how many cars we could get to stop.
That is really bad. How old were you?
I was like 12.
Oh, 12. Okay. How many people stopped?
One, and we got scared and we ran away.
That is the craziest shit I have ever heard.
Well, not choking. I just pretended I was dead.
Okay. When's the last time you watched porn?
Well, probably 2 weeks ago. It was girl on girl, and it was just for like a second.
Why were you aghast when I said a week and then you said...
Because you said you never watch porn anymore.
I barely do.
Well, you said that you did. I thought you didn't watch it at all. Is that the sound you made when you watched porn?
Would you rather get caught picking your nose or in the bathroom?
Picking my nose.
Weird.
Not really.
What's the worst place you've ever pooped out of desperation? That's a really good one.
So I lived in southern France, and the bathroom was broken with the family that I lived in, and I lived in the attic. And I could not go, and I got really bad food poisoning from a snail. I had escargot. 2 other students got it really bad, and we were shitting liquid for like a week and a half straight. 103-degree temperature for a week. Went to the doctor. They could not fix it. It just had to pass. It was awful. And I had to go really, really bad, and it was night, and the family had told me I couldn't use the other bathroom, so I got a plastic bag from the grocery store, and I pooped in the bag, and then I walked it to the public trash can down by their house and threw it away.
Wow. You didn't have a time machine by any chance, do you?
I'm just saying, you asked the question. You shit behind a porta potty, and I didn't give you a hard time.
I'm sure there's been more. This was good. Enjoyed it.
That's all you got? Whoo, hot seat.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know.
I would say maybe 50 people in my phone have seen me naked.
50? Are you just trying to rile me up?
No, because I said my sorority sisters. I have a ton of them. We all lived in the same house.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at context. It didn't say how many exes.
I really do. Speaking of exes, I have no ill will towards the girl I dated before you. Mm-hmm. And I think I might have blocked her. And it wasn't to be a dick. I was just like, I don't think I need this anymore. And it wasn't like, oh, if she said something crazy, I'm blocking her. I just kind of felt like I didn't want to have any kind of relationship, even if it was friendly. And she may have never messaged me again. But if she really needed me, you left something here years ago and whatever, she could find me on Instagram. Okay. So I think I blocked that shit.
Thank you.
You like to collect? You like to collect them? Do you ever get an ex? It's like, hey, could we try this again?
Yeah, but it was a long, long time ago.
Why not? I'd take a shot.
It didn't work.
I got a high school one. This girl was married. It was before I met you. And she... I
like that you're so nice.
It was.
But I wouldn't be mad at you anyway, but you're so nice. I'm only mad that you watched porn a week ago when I was with you.
I didn't watch it when you were with me.
You just said you did.
No, that part was a joke. I've never watched porn when I was with you. I think I was trying not to lie, and I remember being in the green room, and some guy said this porn site that I had never heard of, and I went to it in the green room with another man present, and so I didn't want to lie to you.
You watched porn in a green room together?
Just for a second.
Why?
I don't know. It was this weird, thing that happened.
I guess I was thinking the last time you watched porn when you were touching yourself. So that one doesn't count. You're exempt.
Same time.
Oh my gosh. Hey, have you ever done anything in agreement with anyone?
What, do you mean like a sexual thing?
Uh-huh.
I don't think so. It's my place of business. This one time, you were on top of me just giving me a kiss, and the owner of the Stress Factory walked in.
It was so funny.
It's the smallest green room. And you weren't even doing anything awful. You were just we missed each other. I had not seen you in so long, and you met me at the club. And
it was my birthday.
It was your birthday. And then he came in.
I jumped on your lap, and I kissed you, and he was like, oh.
I remember. But this girl, I remember I liked her in high school.
Yeah.
And she sent me this message. It was maybe a couple years ago. And she was just like, hey, what have you been doing? And then she hit me with the, I think I'm getting divorced.
Oh boy.
And I go, oh shit, she's trying to start something here, right? And then we talked for a little while, just saying hi. And she said something like she wanted to come to a show of mine because it was high school. She could come see me in my hometown. And you know what I did? And I think you'd be proud of me. I started thinking to myself, I don't think this is okay. I feel like it has to be are you guys separate? I would see social media and it was her with him. And I go, man, if this was my girl or my wife, this would really upset me. And so I cut that one off. I don't remember why I said that, why I'm telling you this.
Oh.
But I think it's the...
you asked
that's
me
not an ex, though.
About if exes have ever contacted me and tried to get back together.
Oh, yeah. So this girl, I never dated her, but I wanted to. I remember her kind of turning me down. And then later in life, she did this thing. And I remember seeing a picture of her and the guy. And the guy looked a bit like a bit of a schlump kind of guy. But I remember feeling like I would not be okay if my wife was messaging some comedian like this.
But she said I'm getting divorced.
But then
right?
pictures at the fair together. I'm looking at their social media. And
Are
they're all
they still together?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Oh.
But anyway, that stuff makes me uncomfortable. That's why...
I would say any woman who slides into your social media after not talking to you for a long time with the words, I'm getting divorced, you should stay away from.
Oh, yeah. That does sound familiar. Well, listen. This is Afraid to Ask. We're going to go enjoy the smoky weather.
Oh my gosh, I just keep getting alerts about it.
Yep. And,
bad fires.
So anyway, in the meantime,
we'll have fun.
Young men out there, enjoy the length, depth at which your balls hang, because it might not be that way for long. And Dr. Erika says, use that penis before you lose it.
Oh, well,
time's going to catch up to you.
Well, yeah, responsibly use it. Don't just put it wherever you want it. Get consent and wrap it up.
Get consent.
Don't impregnate a bunch of people.
Wrap it up, or get consent to not wrap it up.
No, gross. And also, don't be like the man with 1,000 children. We have Conspiracy Theory Netflix to watch tonight.
We do. On the next Afraid to Ask.
Dun, dun, dun.
Coming up on the next episode of Afraid to Ask. My love.
What?
Podcast.
I am podcasting. I got a work email.
Okay. You mad at me?
I am mad at you, but I do have to respond to this.
Okay, let's pause.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, we should pause, because I'll have to go back and edit anyway. Let's pause.
It's fine. I'm done. I'm efficient at pap smears, at work emails, and shutting you down sexually when you make a bad joke.
Apparently.
Well,
all right.
Crime is essential.
All right. Moving on then. But I take responsibility. I won't make that joke ever again. Believe me.